The privilege of a lifetime is to become who we truly are. That doesn't say that is to become who we are meant to be. It's who we truly are. That quote became my favorite, and I'm not sure if it is attributed to Carl Jung or Joseph Campbell. I think check it out online, I'm not sure. Anyway, there is a very deep meaning to that quote, because when we think about finding our purpose in life or our mission, we might think sometimes that we have to develop something, that we have to create ourselves, that we have to build towards something. When this quote actually reminds me how to instead allowing ourselves to become who we already are. It's already there. It's done with all of its qualities in it. And I think that's the reason why your childhood dreams, when you were a little boy or a little girl, and everything that you wanted to do and everything that you wanted to be, and your wildest dreams, when you had no filters from the outside world, when you had no fear or no self-limiting beliefs, that little person that you were, free, confident, bold, imaginative, that's pretty much our essence. It's who we are. It carries so much clues to our true mission and purpose in this life. And what happens is, along the way, we go through so much where we learn to reject the most unique aspects of ourselves. We normally get self-conscious with the ways that we are labeled as little kids, and we just believe that we should be something else or we should be different. When actually as kids, all we want to do is to grow, to learn, in order to experience. What we end up doing is we end up losing ourselves in the process, trying to conform, trying to fit in, and a lot of times just trying to be exactly the opposite of who we are in our essence. When we get to the adult years, or when we call that a midlife crisis, it's actually our soul asking us to go back and rescue that essence of us. So it's already there. It's in us. It's just a bit suppressed, suffocated, neglected, but it's there. And one day when we decide to actually go back, not to revisit any confronting things from the past, not to live in the past, not to battle the past, but to remember who we truly are, then that's the actual privilege of a lifetime. Because then, and only then, we feel absolutely free. The freedom is actually in us. It's your life, it's your journey, it's your choice. So I saw a photo a long time ago that I thought it was really meaningful. It's this photo of the old woman looking in the mirror, and she sees that little girl, happy and bold and irreverent. And that photo is so confronting because it reminds us that no matter how hard we try to be so disconnected from the parts of us that we didn't accept, the more life invites us actually to look back, to rescue ourselves. There's this period in time where we are innocent and open and free, and we know how to use our imagination, and we know how to express ourselves, and we're just discovering our emotions, and we're discovering everything that could possibly be. And maybe it's that time where we accidentally hear things like, watch out, don't dream too high, that can hurt if you fall from up there. People may discourage you, or just even ridicularize your dreams and your hopes if you share them, because they just think that you're being unrealistic or too innocent, or you know nothing about the world. It's way more difficult than you think. What makes you think that you could do that? And little by little, we let go of that confidence. Little by little, we think our ideas could never be good because it's just our ideas. Little by little, we start believing that somehow there's always someone better than us in whatever we want to do. There's always someone with more talent, more money, more contacts, more possibilities than us. And then we just hide. And then we find safety in just not showing up. We find safety in avoiding any risks. We find safety in staying quiet. As a musician, and as someone who loves art, I need to tap into emotions in a very deep level. But for a long time, I rejected them because as a little kid, I was known as a very sensitive little girl. I would cry for absolutely everything. So I was remembering that everything would hurt me really deeply. You hear every now and then that you're dramatic or you're too sensitive. And then you grow up hiding or fighting this part of your essence until you actually realize that in this heightened emotions, they are actually part of who I am. And what I would do instead is like to put on a mask of tough girl. But then I watch my kids, and now, I watch them growing and discovering themselves, and I watch them when they are their essence, when they can say what they feel without fear, without self-judgment, without any expectations from themselves or from the world around them. And I watch them and I hope that they could go through life without losing that part of themselves. Even though I know it's almost impossible, and maybe it's just part of our journey to lose ourselves and then find ourselves back again when we are ready. When we are ready to remember who we truly are. To remember that we don't have to become anything. That maybe all we have to do is to let go of all the things that we created for ourselves as a protection What's your dream? What did you want to be when you were growing up and in those first years of life? So one of the videos that I saw from AI these days was exactly that visualization of meeting that inner child and hugging them. And what would you say to that child now as an adult? What would you? And what would that child say to you? And you know, a while ago I wrote a song kind of about this. It is about seeing our life as if we were on a treasure hunt. Each one of us is looking for something. But you know what? What is gold for you doesn't necessarily mean gold for me. And we live in days and times where everybody blended into the same superficial goal. That superficial success, the more the better. If we stop to tap into our deepest essence, we will figure out that sometimes we already live our dream life and we don't even realize it because we are too busy running around trying to chase someone else's idea of success, someone else's expectation of success. We are running around trying to impress or trying to prove something to someone. And then when we tap into that inner child, what did it want? A lot of us will find out that we live our highest dreams already.